I thought discipline was punishment until it gave me everything I wanted. Time, control, freedom. People think freedom means doing whatever you want, whenever you want, sleep in, skip the workout, spend the money, relax. That's what we've been taught. But I'm telling you, it's a lie, because real freedom doesn't come from chaos. It comes from structure. I learned that from experience, the hard way. When I had no discipline, I had no control. My life was a mess. I woke up late, skipped workouts, missed opportunities. I told myself I was free, but I was really trapped by my own weaknesses, trapped by comfort, trapped by excuses. Then I heard it. Discipline equals freedom. At first, it didn't make sense. How could adding restrictions create more freedom? But I decided to try it. I set a schedule. I made promises to myself and I kept them. I got up early. I trained when I didn't feel like it. I tracked my spending. I stopped chasing comfort and started choosing consistency. And slowly, something changed. I had more time, more energy, more control. I didn't need to scramble last minute. I didn't live paycheck to paycheck. I wasn't ruled by cravings or moods. I had clarity. I had confidence. I had freedom, because when you live with discipline, you become the one in charge, not your emotions, not your circumstances. You want freedom? Get disciplined. Want peace? Get disciplined. Want power? Get disciplined. It's not easy. It's not sexy, but it works. You want to own your life? Start by mastering your habits. Discipline isn't punishment. It's self-respect. It's the foundation of freedom. And once you understand that, you'll never go back. Discipline equals freedom. Remember that. Live by it. When I talk about discipline, I'm not talking about rigid routines or robotic lifestyles. I'm talking about self-control. Intentional action, mental toughness, the kind that builds a foundation you can stand on when everything else starts to fall apart. You don't become strong in comfort. You become strong when you confront your weakness head on and choose not to give in. Waking up early doesn't just give you time, it gives you proof. Proof that you're in control. Proof that your excuses don't own you. Proof that you can trust yourself. Because discipline isn't just about the physical, it's mental, it's spiritual. It bleeds into every part of your life. How you treat others, how you show up to work, how you pursue your goals. When you live with discipline, you move differently. You speak with more certainty. You stop reacting and start choosing. You don't fold under pressure. You thrive in it. The world doesn't need more people seeking comfort. It needs more people seeking control of their thoughts, their habits, their actions. That's how you win. Not by luck, not by motivation, but by mastery. Every time you wake up early, say no to the junk, show up in bricks of confidence, in bricks of trust, in bricks of freedom. Most people won't do it. They'll complain, they'll make excuses, they'll settle. And that's why most people stay stuck. Not you. You're here because something inside you knows there's more, and you're willing to pay the price, because discipline has a cost, but so does regret. Which one are you choosing? Discipline means sacrificing comfort now to gain power later. It's the difference between reacting and rising, between being owned by your emotions or becoming the master of them. Think about the greatest leaders, the strongest athletes, the most successful creators. They all have one thing in common. They show up every single day, not when they feel like it, but because it's who they are. Discipline rewires your identity. It transforms you from the inside out. So if you're waiting for motivation, stop. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire. And fire, that's what keeps you alive when the world gets cold. You don't need to do everything at once. Start small. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Take a cold shower. Cut the junk food. Write your goals down every night. Stack tiny wins. Build momentum. Let your discipline become your identity. Because once you live this way, you'll never see the world the same. You'll stop needing permission. You'll stop blaming others. You'll start building your own path. Discipline gives you freedom. Freedom from regret, from weakness, from the life you settled for. And the best part? You don't have to be special to start. You just have to start. So here's the truth. If you want to change your life, it begins with a decision. One act of discipline, one moment of ownership, one step into discomfort. And that one step, it might be the one that sets you free. Discipline equals freedom. freedom. Embrace it, earn it, live it. Discipline doesn't make life easier, it makes you stronger. You start building the version of you who can handle hard things, the version who doesn't need to escape, who doesn't run from responsibility, who faces life with grit and clarity. You want confidence? Build it with discipline. It's not just about waking up early or going to the gym, it's about integrity. The way you show up for yourself, the way you follow through when no one's clapping. Every time you choose the hard thing over the easy one, you win. Not in the moment maybe, but long term, you're stacking victories, quiet ones, invisible ones, but they add up. Your future self is watching, waiting, depending on the choices you make today. And the truth is, you already know what needs to be done. That's why you're here. You're tired of settling, tired of breaking promises to yourself, tired of watching others pass you by while you stay stuck in patterns that no longer serve you. So ask yourself, what would life look like if you stayed consistent for 30 days? What would change if you stopped quitting on day 3? Who would you become if you stopped making excuses and started keeping your word? The answer is simple. You'd become free. Free from the guilt, free from the cycle, free from the person you used to be. You don't need another plan. You don't need the perfect setup. You just need to choose. Choose the harder path. Choose the one with discipline. Choose the one that leads to freedom. And don't wait until Monday. Don't wait until your birthday. Don't wait until the new year. Your life changes the moment you do. And the gap between who you are and who you want to be, that gap is called discipline. Close the gap. Start now. Stay disciplined. Stay free. Stay dangerous. The world won't hand you what you deserve. It only responds to what you demand of yourself. That's why discipline is everything. It's a contract between the life you want and the work you're willing to do. It's waking up to train when nobody's watching. It's putting down the junk food and picking up a book. It's turning off the phone and turning inward. It's becoming accountable, not to others, but to yourself. Most people chase ease. They want soft days, soft tasks, soft expectations, but soft lives don't create hard minds. And hard minds are the ones who rise, the ones who lead, the ones who endure. You build that kind of mind by choosing the reps nobody else wants, by doing the hard thing, especially when it doesn't feel rewarding in the moment. That's the test. That's the edge, because the life you want, it's behind the things you're avoiding. The discipline to say no to what's comfortable, yes to what's necessary. The discipline to stick with the system even when results are slow. The discipline to sacrifice now for what lasts longer. That's real freedom. You can either be a slave to your cravings or a master of your outcomes. And every moment, every choice, every day, you get to decide. So what's it going to be? Will you continue to settle for less? Or will you become the version of yourself that earns more, demands more, builds more? Because it starts here, with discipline, with you, right now. Live with discipline. Die with freedom. If this message fired you up, don't just walk away from it. Subscribe to Kairos Code. This isn't surface level motivation. This is about mastering your time, your mind, your mission. We drop truth, raw, real, and relentless. So if you're ready to get serious, lock in, hit that button, and let's go.